Ever tasted coffee brewed with seawater? Seen a canoe sail against the wind without turning? Or heard of giant stone coins too heavy to carry, but still used as money? Welcome to Micronesia, a hidden wonderland in the Pacific where myths live, nature speaks, and tradition is written in dance, sticks, and stars. Here, stingrays queue for morning massages, trees warn of typhoons, and magic feels almost normal. This isn't fiction. It's real. And you're about to discover 15 mind-blowing facts about one of the world's most mysterious places. Let's dive in. Number 15. The cleanest, greenest, and most culturally rich country in the world. Imagine a country so spread out, you need a map of the ocean just to find it. Welcome to the Federated States of Micronesia, a nation made up of over 600 islands stretched across more than 1 million square miles of the Pacific Ocean. Yet its land area is smaller than the city of Austin, Texas. Home to fewer than 600,000 people, Micronesia is a land of 17 languages, dozens of traditions, and hundreds of unique cultures. From Yap to Chuk, from Pohnpei to Koshray, each island is distinct, yet united under one flag. 4 white stars on a blue field represent the 4 states, and more importantly, the shared spirit of its people. Here, life flows at nature's pace. People navigate by the stars, winds, and waves, an instinctive ancient GPS system passed down through generations. They chew betel nut instead of candy, sleep on pandanus mats instead of carpets, and see fish not just as food, but as messages from their ancestors. Micronesia's untouched beauty, warm tropical climate, a perfect 80–88 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, and deep-rooted culture are making it a rising paradise for ecotourism and cultural exploration. Number 14. The most mysterious blue hole beach in the Pacific. Now imagine standing on a cliff, looking down into the ocean, and seeing a perfect circle of deep, dark blue. Welcome to Blue Hole Beach on Chuk Island, a natural marvel that's baffled even Google Earth. The water here plunges suddenly into a massive underwater cavern, perfectly round, almost as if drawn with a compass. Locals call it a sky well in the sea. Divers call it otherworldly. Crystal clear water reveals a living world beneath your feet. Sea turtles drift like astronauts, stingrays glide silently like shadows, and if you're lucky or brave, you might even catch a glimpse of hammerhead sharks just a few dozen feet below the surface. Unlike the Maldives, there are no luxury hotels or crowds. Just raw nature, ancient legends, and the kind of silence that feels sacred. Locals say it's like Hawaii before electricity, pure, untouched, and deeply spiritual. If the Maldives are a 5-star resort on the ocean's surface, then Blue Hole Beach is a 5-star sanctuary in the heart of the sea. Number 13. Micronesian women. The national heritage. If you think beauty is all about fashion runways and makeup tutorials, meet the women of Micronesia, especially those from Pohnpei Island. Here, beauty is strength, tradition, and grace. Women wear brightly colored muumuus called euros, walk barefoot across rocky terrain, climb hills, pick wild fruit, paddle canoes, and weave intricate mats, all with quiet dignity and pride. In islands like Pohnpei and Chuk, matrilineal culture is still alive. Women manage the land, lead ceremonies, and pass down ancient languages and legends. They're the cultural backbone, mentors, storytellers, and custodians of heritage. One of the most touching traditions is the weaving of the wedding mat. Before marriage, a woman weaves a mat by hand from pandanus leaves. It represents patience, skill, and a lifelong bond, an act of love that can take weeks to complete. Number 12. The only country in the world that uses stone as money. You won't need a wallet on Yap Island, but you might need a forklift. Here in Micronesia, people once used enormous limestone discs called rai stones as currency. Some stand up to 12 feet tall and weigh more than 4 tons. They're not carried around, but remain in place, passed from one person to another simply by public declaration, like ancient blockchain. It's not the size of the stone that determines its value, but its story. Who carved it? Who transported it across 250 miles of ocean from Palau? How many storms did it survive? If a Rai stone fell into the sea during transport, it still counted because the story was remembered. Some stones rest at the bottom of lagoons, still owned by specific families generations later. Rai stones aren't used for groceries or daily shopping. They're symbolic, offered in marriages, diplomatic gifts, or debt payments. In fact, the U.S. government has even recognized some Rai transactions, making this one of the world's oldest and most unique intangible currency systems. Comment number 5. If you'd prefer Yap's no Wi-Fi needed verbal transfer system. Neat, secure, and timeless. Number 11. The only country with land crabs the size of turkeys. Crabs that climb trees? Crabs that crack coconuts? Welcome to Micronesia, home of the coconut crab, the largest land crab on Earth. These crabs can grow up to 3 feet long, weigh over 9 pounds, and live for more than 60 years. Locals say they're the elder guardians of the forest. With their massive claws, coconut crabs climb up to 30 feet into coconut trees. They tap on coconuts to check if they're ripe, then rip them open, something most animals can't do. Known also as robber crabs, they're not shy about borrowing your stuff. There's even a local saying, "Leave your sandals outside," and by morning, a crab might have bought them. Fascinating, resilient, and slightly mischievous, coconut crabs are just one of the many wonders you'll find in the untouched wilderness of Micronesia. Number 10. A country that preserves history with sticks. On the island of Yap, in quiet villages where the sound of nature replaces traffic, a unique form of history is kept alive, not in books or videos, but in sticks. This is the Yapi stick dance, one of the most sacred rituals in Micronesia. It's not a performance. It's a ceremony. A living oral history passed from generation to generation through movement, rhythm, and reverence. The stick dance is only performed during special occasions, like welcoming a chief, marking the end of a season, or honoring an ancestral event. It's not entertainment, no clapping, no cheering, just silent respect from those who witness it. Men and women never dance together. Men perform with decisive strikes, using carefully carved sticks made from rare woods, each etched with designs that represent their village lineage. Women perform separately, using fluid, graceful hand gestures to convey stories, values, and legends. Number 9. The first country with a windward boat. Micronesia isn't just home to stunning beaches. It's home to one of the most innovative boats the world has ever seen. It's called the proa, a traditional Micronesian outrigger canoe that can sail against the wind without turning around. The secret? A clever maneuver called shunting, where instead of flipping the boat, the front and back are swapped mid-sail. This lets the proa glide in any direction, even across choppy seas, without ever losing speed. Crafted entirely from natural materials, hollow tree trunks, coconut rope, and bamboo, these boats weigh less than 200 pounds, but can reach speeds of 15 to 20 knots, rivaling small motorboats. The proa's design is so revolutionary that even NASA and MIT have studied it for modern sailing innovations. With a long, narrow hull on one side and a lightweight outrigger on the other, the proa stays perfectly balanced, stable, fast, and agile in the open sea. Number 8. The only country where manta rays go to the spa. Imagine this. You dive beneath the calm waters of Yap Island's Meal Channel and gliding toward your manta rays with wingspans of over 20 feet, gentle, elegant, and completely unafraid. But they're not just passing through. They're here for their daily cleaning. Welcome to one of the world's most unique marine sanctuaries, a natural underwater spa where manta rays gather every morning. Tiny cleaner fish remove dead skin and parasites from their bodies while the rays hover gracefully in place, almost as if they're waiting for a massage appointment. Locals and divers recognize many of these manta rays by name: Lulu, Mako, even a beloved duo known as the Ray couple, who swim together year-round. To the people of Micronesia, these creatures are more than sea animals. They're symbols of purity and prosperity, and their appearance during ceremonies is considered a blessing, a good omen from the ocean itself. Number 7. The country that brews coffee with seawater. Coffee lovers, prepare for a twist. In Micronesia, especially on Pohnpei Island, there's a coastal tradition that turns your typical morning brew into something extraordinary. Coffee made with seawater. That's right. In some villages, elders brew a thin, earthy coffee using natural seawater instead of fresh. The result? A salty, slightly bitter flavor that's often described as the espresso of a desert island. Here, seawater replaces sugar, believed to bring out more minerals and be especially beneficial for older generations. The beans? Locally grown Arabica, planted in volcanic soil and roasted over wood stoves in heavy iron pots. Stirred with bamboo or coconut sticks, the aroma they produce is fondly called the morning scent of the island. Number 6. The color-changing tree before a storm. Micronesia's natural weather forecast. On Pohnpei Island, the people don't need weather apps to know when a storm is coming. They just look at a tree. Not just any tree, the sacred banyan. This towering tree with its massive canopy has been a natural barometer for generations. When its leaves shift color to yellow, red, or orange, even while the sky is clear, it's taken as a warning from the ancestors. And strangely enough, storms usually follow within days. This isn't just folklore. The community reacts quickly. Village elders call emergency meetings. Fishermen delay their trips, and preparations quietly begin, all guided by nature's early alerts. Number 5. Life in Palikir, the world's most modest capital. Welcome to Palikir, capital of the Federated States of Micronesia, one of the smallest, quietest capital cities in the world. No skyscrapers, no freeways, just palm-lined streets, kids playing barefoot, and elders weaving coconut leaves on shaded porches. Palikir doesn't rush. The day starts at the local market, where people exchange fresh fish, taro, bananas, and herbal medicines. It's more than shopping. It's a conversation hub in 4 languages at once: Pohnpeian, Chuukese, Koshayan, and English. Nearby, the Pohnpei Cultural and Visitor Center offers a deep dive into Micronesian life, featuring traditional canoe building, tattoo artistry, and initiation rites that date back centuries. Students from all across the islands attend the College of Micronesia, bringing youthful energy to this otherwise laid-back capital. By afternoon, many walk around Kapinlai Reservoir, a hidden lake nestled in forested hills. It's peaceful, just minutes from the city center, perfect for fishing or watching the sunset reflect off still water. At night, the capital hums with life, not loud, but real. You might hear wooden drums, the crash of gentle waves, and the smoky scent of grilled reef fish from a neighbor's backyard. Number 4. Micronesia, an unexplained mystery wonder. Micronesia is not just a tropical paradise. It's a land of legends, shipwrecks, and ancient mysteries still very much alive today. Let's start underwater, at Chuuk Lagoon, often called the most beautiful underwater graveyard on Earth. Beneath its turquoise surface lie the remains of over 60 Japanese warships sunk during World War II. But time has turned tragedy into wonder. These rusting giants are now vibrant coral reefs, home to fish, sea turtles, and stunning marine life. For divers, it's one of the world's top wreck sites, a haunting yet beautiful journey through history. Now, from ocean floor to lost civilization, Nan Madol, a mysterious network of over 90 artificial islets built from massive basalt stones. It's often dubbed the Atlantis of the Pacific, and no one really knows how it was built. Some local legends say the stones were moved by magic. Micronesia is more than beautiful. It's mysterious, and sometimes unexplainable. Number 3. The biggest festival in the Pacific. Yap Day. Forget big city music festivals with blaring speakers. In Micronesia, celebration is something deeper, something alive. Every March, the quiet island of Yap explodes into color and rhythm for Yap Day, the biggest cultural celebration in the Pacific. It's 3 days of ancient rituals, traditional dances, and stories passed from generation to generation. Here, People don't scroll, they connect. The highlight? The Yappies Stick Dance, a sacred performance honoring warriors and ancestors. The beat comes not from speakers, but from hollowed tree trunks and seashell drums. Around the village, women weave pandanus mats, children play traditional games, and families gather to chew betel nut, a social ritual that's been practiced for centuries. In summer, another celebration blooms, Koshre Culture Day. Children learn ancient songs instead of screen time. Adults race in canoe building contests, cook fresh fish in banana leaves, and speak their ancestral tongue with pride. These aren't performances for tourists. They are living traditions. In a world obsessed with modernity, Micronesia offers something else: authenticity. A culture not frozen in time, but thriving in its own rhythm. Number 2. The cost of living in Micronesia. Simple, affordable, beautiful. Imagine living where the sun shines all year, the ocean is just outside your window, and life costs less than $1,000 a month. Welcome to Micronesia. The cost of living here is shockingly low, 40 to 60% cheaper than in the US or Europe. A one-bedroom beach house rents for $350 to $500 a month. Utilities and internet? Another $80 to $120. You won't find high-speed fiber everywhere, but it's good enough to stream movies, work remotely, or chat with family. Local meals cost just $4 to $7. Groceries for the month? Around $150 to $200. And healthcare? A visit to a private dentist runs about $30 to $50. Even fitness is budget-friendly. A gym membership is around $20, and transportation is as simple as a scooter, bicycle, or walk under palm trees. The total monthly cost for a comfortable lifestyle? $700 to $950. That's less than 1 week's rent in New York. Number 1. Food in Micronesia, the most unique culinary paradise in the world. Have you ever tasted roasted breadfruit or sipped a drink that tingles your tongue and is still totally legal? Micronesia, a little-known island nation in the Pacific, may just be the most underrated culinary paradise on Earth. Here, food isn't just about taste, it's culture, ritual, and ancestral memory, served on a banana leaf. Let's start with the island's crown jewel, breadfruit. Known locally as the white gold, it's roasted over hot stones, eaten with salted fish, and packed with nutrients. Simple? Yes, but so powerful it rivals the protein-packed rations of U.S. Navy sailors. Craving comfort food with a rainforest twist? Try taro, slow-cooked in banana leaves under hot coals. It's smoky, earthy, and tastes like the forest on a plate. At village gatherings, don't miss the seafood soup, fresh fish, wild ginger, and coconut milk. 1 spoonful, and you'll understand why the locals smile before they speak. Now for the bold, the giant coconut crab. Yes, it climbs trees. Yes, it's massive. Roasted and sprinkled with lemon salt, this dish is a true Micronesian challenge and a badge of honor for the brave. For dessert? Roasted bananas and coconut water. It's so delicious, locals joke that flan tastes like cardboard afterward. We've just explored 15 unique and fascinating facts about Micronesia, a country where nature, culture, and mystery blend into one unforgettable story. If this video changed how you see the world, like, share, and subscribe to support us. See you in the next adventure.